growth therapy. Let's test it. 1, 2, 3. You could talk.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Perfect.
I don't fucking know. Sometimes I just like, if it sucks, we'll figure it out later.
You do that like Adobe. Do you ever do like it like fixes everything? Like,
the thing where you upload it.
Yeah.
I do that, but sometimes it
sounds like tinny, like kind of robot-y.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes me sound crazy.
Yeah.
I only do it if it's like something is, you know, those work well when it's a virtual episode and the person's on Zoom.
Oh.
I find that actually helps it make it sound like it's not on Zoom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. If they didn't have a mic.
Yeah.
You know, some bitches don't have mics.
Yeah.
There's like
these are
there's like
Rodecaster mics?
Yeah. That one's a this was a no, they're both Shure microphones.
Okay.
I do have a Rode one over here. It's been years of investing. But anyways, I know. Let's get into it. Hi guys, it is me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broco Therapy. I guess the fuck what? We got a rat.
There's a rodent loose.
There's a rodent in here, and she's running loose. And her name is Abigail.
Hi.
Or vibeslut.
Yeah.
AKA vibeslut online.
Online.
Yeah. How did you come up with the name vibeslut? I mean, it's very simple. But
Yeah. I like being a slut. That was the first.
And I love a vibe.
And we love vibes. We love good vibes. We love vibrators.
Right.
So
do you ever just like get people judging you because of your name and because of what you do?
It is funny. Like, I live near a park and I have this shirt that says like slut mode on. And I walked by this old man and he was like, "You don't look like a slut." It's like, I'm trying to though.
Right.
So,
You're like, I want to be a slut.
Yeah, you're
now.
actually
like, fuck
insulting
you,
me.
You're like, that's rude.
Yeah, but besides him,
Yeah.
no, people are pretty pro slut these days, I feel like.
Really? Like, you don't get like men and you're telling that you suck?
Well, men, yes.
Or just even like other women being like, how dare you?
Men are not usually front of mind.
Yeah.
For me.
You're like, I'm never thinking about them.
Yeah. No, you know what's funny? I'm from Missouri, so you think like Missouri, like
right.
really judgy, but everyone is like pretty on board. I feel like a lot of people just like want to learn things about sex. So they're like, oh yeah, this is something I was never taught about and I'm expected to be good at. Like, thanks for telling me.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
and background story, guys. Sorry, I don't have like a structured introduction. I just be like calling people rats and I'm like, here they are. So
it's a rat.
It's a rat. So you are a sex content creator.
Yes.
Like myself. We are our own little versions of that. Plus you have a podcast called Rat Girls Podcast.
Yes.
That's why I was calling her
yes.
a rat.
And Stephanie's been on Rat Girls.
Yeah. If y'all need to listen to that episode, you better listen. And you've also been on Double Team.
Yeah. I love you guys. I'm loving the like finding this fun sex positive community. It's so cool.
And we're very welcoming. We just want orgies. We want us to all love each other. You know, even though I've never been a part of an orgy. I've never even done a threesome.
But I support.
I support it. I want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how people just like end up just in an orgy. Yeah. Like that doesn't happen for me.
No, there's some like logistical things. Like I'm a planner, you know, like I'm type A. So I'd want to be like, okay, who's bringing the condoms? Who's bringing the lube?
I'm not even a type A person. I would say that like, I'm surprised I haven't been in like in an orgy. Yeah. You know, because I feel like I'm very spontaneous. Well, now that I'm in a relationship, I'm really boring.
Do you think he would be open to being in an orgy?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We just like to stay home.
Yeah, and that's like the problem. Is like going out. You like have to put makeup on. You have to like put clothes on.
You have to like actually be in public.
Right. You get to take them off, but like you have to, for the travel, you have to like.
You gotta like know where to go.
Yeah. No, and everywhere so far in LA.
And we don't like. Well, he doesn't really like going outside. And I sometimes do, and I sometimes don't.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But I feel like even in because before him, I was single for a while. Like, you think I would have just like ended up in an orgy somehow. Right. But that never happened to me. And I feel like this happened. I don't know if it's like maybe the years I was single wasn't happening. Maybe this is like a post-COVID thing.
Yeah, people are like, they want to be in person. They want to be, we had to be 6 feet. Now they want to be like 6 inches in each other.
And just make up for it. You know? I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. Because like pre-COVID, I wasn't running into any orgies.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I was running into like comedy people. And that's a very sex-less community.
Right? That's hilarious.
So,
are you in the comedy world?
I was for a while.
Are you a comedian?
I did like before COVID, I did stand up.
Oh my God, stop.
And then it's like funny because you find like during COVID, it's like, oh, I can have my phone and just do this on my phone. And I don't have to be around the weird ass men, you know?
Yeah, because comedy is full of men.
It's full of weird ass men.
Yeah.
It's like an interesting, and I'm like, I have this protective barrier that is my phone. And yeah, like men can comment things like tits,
but you don't have to like
which
look
is like
at
why,
it.
but
right.
like, look at me. But like, yeah, but I don't have
all
to.
Tits matter.
Yeah, all tits. Wow.
All tits matter.
That's really beautiful.
I hear my cat out there crying.
Poor
right?
baby.
Is that? We're good. Continue.
You know, I have inverted nipples.
What?
Yeah.
What's inverted nipple? Just like it just goes.
Do you want me to show you?
Yes, actually, if you don't mind, but I won't. if you're comfortable with
I'm
it.
comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh,
you know,
like it's
like
a line.
There's no, like it doesn't go out. Like the nipple is in, like the whatever part of the nipple
is that going to affect breastfeeding?
So I wondered that. So, but I actually think what I did, I got them pierced.
Okay.
To try to turn them out because apparently, like they pull it out to pierce it.
Yeah.
And then they pierce like the nipple part, but actually it just like sucked them in more.
So the piercing
was like inside my nipple.
Oh no!
It looked like it was like in quicksand. You
yeah,
know?
no,
like,
but that's kind of like sick. I love that.
No, it was like kind of punk rock.
Yeah, it was kind of dope.
But so I think that will affect breastfeeding more is the fact that I have like the piercing,
right.
I'm like
punctured.
It's a punctured nipple.
That's really what a nipple piercing is. It's
punctured. It is. It's really painful.
I was gonna say, like, as sexy and beautiful as they are, like, fuck no.
The worst pain I've ever experienced. And I went drunk in college, and you know, it's one of those things like everyone was so excited, like it was a fun thing to do, and then they kept going out. And I was like, I actually have to go home and like cry. Like this, I'm in a lot of pain. Like I didn't think this through. Yeah.
How long did you have them in?
6 months. They came off while I was hooking up with someone because I don't have big boobs. I get a lot. I don't know if actually maybe this is an all boobs thing.
Yeah.
I get a lot of friction. Like my boobs really rub against people.
Okay. Oh. What do you mean?
Like
like it just
like
if someone's like turning and they actually like
or no, just like my chest and the other person's chest like just lie flat against each other because there's like no boobs in between.
No, mine be flopping around.
Okay, so like
it's like a cushion.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even know. I'm like, are you even? Am I even like on you right now?
So because of that, I don't know. There's just like a lot of friction. So they actually popped out during sex one time, and I was like, "That's that." You know, I'm not gonna like put the effort in to get them back in there.
That's hilarious. That reminds me of this one time I got my nose pierced when I was like 17. I went to Chinatown. It was like illegal because I wasn't 18 yet. I got my nose pierced. It honestly looked really bad, but I just thought it was cool.
I feel like you have a good nose for nose piercings.
It just didn't. It wasn't me. But it's fine because I went to bed and the next day it fell out and it closed up. And I was like, oh, well, there goes that.
There are some things our moms were like right about, and getting a piercing in like a clean, like, you know, place
the right
where
way.
You're doing it legally is like actually like
real?
I almost got a tattoo in a kitchen once, you know, like because I just wanted one when I was 16, and I look back and I'm like, I'm glad I didn't do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whose kitchen?
A friend, and they like had a hookup apparently, you know.
I know, but back in the day, like, isn't it weird? You'd always end up some random, like, stoner, like, messy ass car or like someone's messy ass garage doing something. Why do we do that? Like chugging, like Smirnoff.
Yeah, and you're like, this is bad.
This is bad, but I feel cool.
Yeah, but like I'm smoking weed, so it's awesome.
Yeah,
like.
So,
but this man is 35 and I'm 17.
You're like, why is he hanging out with minors? But you thought it was cool to hang out with this older guy.
Then I was like, it's because I'm so mature. And actually, it's because I'm so immature. Like,
he likes the immature part of you, not the mature part. That's sick.
Yeah, it is sick. But that's life.
That's life, you know. We all had the same, like, teenage years.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Trauma.
Anyways, back to you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We have no topic planned. We're
really
just free balling.
Like, I showed you my nipple. I really liked
This is the first 10 minutes. Just went wild.
Sorry, my ADHD is like
I have ADHD too. It's fine.
Oh,
so this episode's going nowhere.
I love it.
Anytime I'm with like a fellow ADHD person, I feel like it's always can either be the best episode or the worst episode, depending on who's listening.
See. We'll see.
Some people hate it, and some people are like, "Oh my god, I like was able to follow."
No thoughts, just vibes. Yeah.
Just vibes.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to you.
Yes. Thank you.
You're getting fucking married.
Getting married, a success story of dating in LA, which is rare.
How did this happen? How did you get here in LA? Like, this is
not a good city for dating.
No. I had to outsource mine from the Bay.
Yeah. Yeah. You were like, anyone who's not around here.
Anyone who's not here.
But will move here. That was lucky.
That's how you do. You have to outsource. Yeah. You got to find someone who's willing to like move with you.
Yeah. I went on a very long string of bad dates in 2020. Like June 2020, things were like kind of starting to open up, you know, and I was horny. Yeah. Because there was like 3 months of nothing. Right. You couldn't see anyone. So I went on a string of bad dates and like ended up in the hospital because of anaphylactic shock. Cause like I got a UTI. Turned out I was allergic to Bactrim. Like all this, dates like that. I had a guy like whistle at me through an alleyway to like find his house, like because it was COVID, so not everything was open up. So like the first date was at his house. Yeah, don't recommend.
It was like COVID was like so good for those who like were lazy at dating.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you're like, let's just FaceTime, you know, so they don't want to like spend anything or like actually make any effort.
But then I was like feral, like you know, like a feral little rat, right? And so it was like the laziness plus the horniness. So it was like, we're going to your house and we're going to hook up, but I could be in danger.
Yes. You're like, my life might end.
Yeah, but I'm going to get dick down.
Right, but it's worth it for the risk of the dick.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Turns out it was actually never worth it. Like when I would leave, I'd be like,
never worth it. Yeah. That's the thing you learn. You eventually get
if I would have gotten killed, I would have been pissed. Like...
You're like, wait, actually, the dick wasn't even that good.
No, it was not that good. So I had a string of bad dates. So by the time I like met my fiance, the bar was on the floor. like, and he knows this. Like, because it was just like, if you're a human with thoughts that aren't like the most fucked up thing anyone's ever thought, like, I might fall in love with you. And that's what happened. We met on Hinge, and it was this crazy thing where like I'm from Missouri, he's from Indiana, but both our grandparents had lake houses on the same lake in Indiana, and we'd both go there in the summers. Mm-hmm. And so it turned out like our grandparents were friends and knew each other.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're getting we're getting married on the lake in Indiana. So it was like this full circle moment, like small world, invisible string theory, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so we met out here, but we had this connection. So that like automatically made us closer to each other right away.
Aw. Yeah. And so did you meet on an app?
Yeah, so we met on Hinge. He did ghost me a few times.
What?
Yeah, he did. Like, it was weird. He asked me on a date, and then I was like, sure, where? Like, where and when? Didn't hear from him. And then, like...
What was his reasoning?
So now I know his reasoning was because he was super nervous to date because he'd never really been in the dating scene before. He had been in a long-term relationship, taking a year off of dating to like find himself, basically.
Okay.
And then
he's like, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, just got nervous.
Yeah, so he literally like got nervous, and
that's cute.
Yeah, so and then he came back and was like, sorry, like I was busy these past 2 weeks. I would love to go on a date. And then I was like, cool, where? Ghosted again.
Motherfucker.
And then I got drunk at the Abbey, and I like texted him, and I was like, hey, fuck you. I was excited for this date. We have this crazy connection. Aww. Like our grandparents know each other. And so I like scared him into going on a date with me.
He needed a push. He needed a push.
Fear tactics work.
Yeah.
Is what I learned. And then we dated from there. We couldn't hook up for the first part of our relationship, which I actually think made us stronger.
Yeah. Why couldn't you hook up?
He had chlamydia.
I love this.
So I
feel like you have like every success story possible as far as like, you know, finding someone on an app,
right,
finding someone in LA, and then finding someone with STDs and then like still making it work, and you still conquered that.
We
like,
conquered it all.
You conquered it all.
We were Romeo and Juliet, and the STDs were the family keeping us apart.
Yes. Chlamydia was really like testing the relationship, and you passed.
We passed.
Oh my God.
Because I was before this.
Who gave him chlamydia? That's the real question.
So he was seeing someone else too.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like his first time dating. Like,
right.
Date around.
Okay, yeah,
so,
living life.
Yeah, living life. And he hadn't met me yet. So it's like, okay, that he had seen someone else. But I don't know about you. I've always been like a first date fucker, you know?
I used to do that, for sure, and then I would fall in love with them right away, and then I would cry, and then I would lie to myself, thinking that it was a lot. It was traumatic, and then so I stopped trying to do that.
Yeah,
I was trying to like be better, and I carried a lot of shame, but it's okay. There's
shame for fucking on the first date.
I have a lot of sex shame that I've like had to overcome because of like religion and just, you know, being a woman.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you shouldn't fuck on the first date, or like you shouldn't even kiss on the first date. But I was fucking horny. If a man was fucking hot, I was fucking.
And that's okay.
Yeah. And I carried shame for a while because that was like, well, when I first started doing that, because honestly, I've been single for a while. I mean, I've been in like situationships, whatever, but I was like one of the first people on Tinder. And so
I love that.
I was, you know, well, it was when I started doing like online dating, it was still taboo. Like I remember hiding it in my folders. Like I didn't really want people to know. And so weirdly enough, because I'm like, but so back then it was kind of a weird thing.
You were a pioneer.
And, yeah. And so, but Tinder was like a new thing that I was hearing about. And so I went on it, met this guy, actually Davion. I just did a rerun with him. And first time we met, we like had sex, and I was like, whoa, like this was just like my first taste into like the real dating world, because other than that I've only dated within Santa Clarita, you know, like my community, right. But to actually go online and do this, like that was such a new thing.
Yeah.
So I think I just carried a lot of shame back then, and then also just, you know, I lost my virginity to like my first love, and we were together for 5 years.
Sorry.
Bless you. Plus, like I was raised Catholic, so there was just a lot of that kind of like sex is love, and you should be with that person if you enjoy it. I was still. It took me a while to like unravel. Yeah. To unlearn that.
And so then when you started like not fucking on the first date, basically, was that because of the shame, or was that because I was like trying to take my power back, be like, yeah, let me be a woman, like, and choosing when I want to do it. But I ended up still getting hurt. That was my history, is I always got hurt, like, until I met Jesse. Right. My mom has this quote that she said, like, I think your dad was just like the only man who didn't break up with me. And I'm like, oh, I wonder where I got my anxious attachment. Like,
literally, yeah. No, I think so far Brian's the only one that hasn't broken up. I'm always the one that gets dumped.
No, same.
Or cheated on.
Yeah. No, I literally, like, I relate to that so hard. Yeah. And I do think, like, I don't know, for me, not sleeping with Jesse on the first date, 1 was because of chlamydia, but 2, like, then it was like, oh, we have to like get to know each other, and it's not just like a sex thing. And because what I was looking for wasn't just a sex thing, I wanted like a relationship at that point in my life. I was like, oh, I should have been doing this. Right. Because what I wanted was a relationship. Right. So it actually, like, the chlamydia actually brought us closer, which was...
I love that.
Yeah, because I did get chlamydia too. Because... we didn't have sex. We did mutually masturbate. Yeah. And then I like licked his cum. Yeah, don't do that, apparently. The cum's not safe.
The cum still has the chlamydia.
Yeah, the fluids are the issue. And so then we both had chlamydia. Yeah. And then it was like a 2-week chlamydia treatment we had to go through, where then we could get close.
Oh, and you were doing it together. Yeah. That's so sweet.
And then like Joe Biden became president. So it was like there was a lot going on that just felt really magical.
Right,
you know?
right.
Like,
I mean, Joe Biden sucks now.
No, he's
but
like,
at one point,
no.
At that point
it
was
like,
he was a savior.
Yeah, literally. I was like in the streets dancing, and like we ran into each other's arms in the streets, like, because we both lived in West Hollywood. And
that
so,
is so
it was
funny.
like, so like, yeah, it was just a time of like connecting and like, I don't know. And like we building so much sexual tension. Like when the day Biden won, it was like we were making out in the streets. Like life is so good, you know, like. And then when we finally did it, it was so magical.
So you did it when Biden got elected.
Well, so no, that was just a part in those 2 weeks.
It like helped you bond.
Yeah, it really helped us bond because it just felt like, you know, yeah, like it really felt like we were winning.
Right.
That, like Chrissy Teigen was driving through the streets of West Hollywood. You know, it really felt like we did something.
Right.
No, that was just a moment of like pure passion because of the excitement of Biden winning and then us making out in the streets. But I think about a week later was when we were actually able to fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't just like fuck while you both had chlamydia. Like, fuck it. You both have it.
No. Well, I'm like, what if like my Z-Pack fixes me before your Z-Pack?
Okay,
and then we like keep passing it back and forth.
You're right. That's the right way to think about it. That's so funny.
Yeah.
When you said like the Biden thing, I remember I actually was like dating this. So I usually don't date white men.
Yeah.
For some reason. It's just, I don't know. It's just never.
It's not
really
who you're
been.
Attracted to.
Well, it's not even that because I am attracted to white men. It's just that like it's not what really is gravitated towards me or at least connected to.
Yeah.
Because like white men have liked me, but I've never really felt connected to one. But anyways, there was this one white man that I did date.
Okay.
And this was the last white man I did date.
What did they do?
Well, and the thing is, like, the first time we had sex was when Trump got elected. So it was like, the first time I had sex with a white man was the day Trump got elected.
Oh my God, no. That's when we needed to ostracize them. But they needed to be punished.
But the thing is, it was like sad sex. Like, it wasn't even... We weren't even like happy, like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't celebrating that Trump was like in office. Like, we were both like, fuck, but then like got horny and then just like fucked.
Yeah.
And I thought about it later. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like the first time I fuck a white guy is the day Trump got elected. And it's like,
that's very MAGA of you.
It's very like American of me.
Yeah. It's like the most patriotic
the
you've
most
ever
patriotic
been.
thing I did for this country.
Fucking a white man the day Trump got elected.
It's so Republican.
Oh my God. Was this the guy from Georgia? Or the guy you talked about on our podcast?
Oh, no. Alabama. Yeah,
Alabama.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, I get that.
Well, Alabama is Georgia. Wait, no, it's not.
Wait, did you say Alabama's in Georgia? Alabama's actually the capital of Georgia.
Yeah, Alabama's
a lot of people don't know this. Yeah.
My bad.
No, I'm bad at geography.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't even know where I am sometimes.
No, but that is, yeah, Jesse is a white man. So I did fuck a white man post Biden.
Okay. But you're white. So it's like
just
keeping it in the family.
Is something about me. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
When I found out that we were both from this lake, you know, like our grandparents both like grew up in this lake, I like looked at our my family history to make sure like there's no connection here. Like
you have to do that, especially like where you're from. I feel like there's a lot of intertwined. People just fuck and fall in love with whoever they want to fall in love with.
Totally.
Except the same sex, but they'll do this. A cousin.
Yeah.
But same-sex marriage is not a thing.
Right. It's like, are we getting along so well because like you're the love of my life or because like we have genes that are the same? So I wanted to make sure that was not happening.
That's good.
Yeah. So
imagine like that wedding would have been really awkward.
Like both our grandparents are the same. So no, we are not related. Good news. Find someone you're not related to get married to. Hot take. And yeah, so then we just like start dating from there. In the beginning was like a situationship for sure.
Yeah. Why was it a situationship?
Just because he had never dated before, so he was really afraid.
Like, dismissive and like distant.
Yeah, he was a girlfriend guy before me. So
those are the best ones.
I know, because I was like, wife me up, but his whole thing was like, I've never really been single, like besides this one year. Yeah, and I'm like, so he told himself he was gonna do another year, like he did the 1 year of celibacy, like finding himself, and then he was gonna do another year of like dating.
What a good guy.
I know.
What's his sign?
He's a Gemini, actually.
Wow.
I don't know his rising though. Because I don't
text
think
him and be like, when
were you born? Because I don't
text his mom for the birth certificate.
Yeah, literally.
Because he's not gonna know.
Because I don't think Gemini men don't have a great reputation, right?
Oh no, every Gemini man has like broken my heart.
Yeah, that's always who I fall in love with, is a Gemini man.
Wow. If you could get a Gemini man to fall in love with you,
there's something.
Good.
That pussy is real good. It is.
My brother's a Gemini, but I love him.
Yeah,
but he is a dick.
Yeah,
but he's so sweet. At the same
they
time.
have some dickish qualities, and Jesse definitely like had that at the beginning of our relationship because he was, trying not to fall in love with me because I'm so easy to fall in love with. Right? Yeah. And so he definitely had to fight some of that shit. Like,
aww.
He didn't want me to be. Like, he still wanted his schedule very much, which, like, people should when dating. But because it was COVID, it's, like, we had all the time in the world to hang out. But he wanted, like, to have his own life. And, like, I didn't meet friends right away, basically. Like, he was trying very, very hard to, like, not let it become a thing. Because he told himself he was going to have a break from girlfriend to girlfriend, basically.
He's like, I'm not gonna be a serial monogamous.
Yeah, that's his episode on Rat Girls is about being a serial monogamous because that's like his history.
Those people always fascinate me because I like truly deep down wish I was a serial monogamous, but it was rare to find a man to like me.
Yeah,
like for me. Yeah. Like they only wanted to fuck me, but I was like, but they never wanted anything more.
No, same.
And so when I'd see those girls or those guys who just like hop from relationship to another, I'm like, something is just.
How'd you get another one to fall in love with you?
Fall in love with you. Like that's crazy because. They don't fall in love with me like that.
They do not fall in love with me like that. I would have been. I've always been like single girl, single queen. Same. Like, but like if a guy liked me back, I would not have been that girl. Like one guy. Like
I was hooked. Yeah, exactly.
And then and so then when we finally started dating though, that's when I was like, oh yeah, like I could be a girlfriend. Like like I was so excited. But it took about 5 months for us to become official because he was dealing with his own inner turmoil of
oh my god, so deep.
I know. Such a deep king.
Deep king
Trying not to be a boy or a girlfriend boy, but I broke through that.
Wow.
And then I was the one who stuck.
And how does he treat you now?
So good.
Aww.
Like he's very lovely. He says like not to brag about myself, but like changed his life for the better. Like I like when you're like I want to be the one who changes him. Yeah, and it's like girl, like you're not gonna change him. I succeeded. I changed him. Like it is actually possible. Like
you literally are a success story because you successfully found someone online.
Yes,
you successfully dated and found someone in LA.
Yeah,
you successfully still loved each other through chlamydia. And you were successfully.
When he was trying to be like,
what was the last one he did?
Well, he was like kind of trying to be a fuckboy, and I like successfully.
And you changed.
Yeah,
you were successfully changed a man.
I know.
You changed their mind.
He's so like emotional. Wow. He's so loving. We do like every night we do this thing called Teema where we like check in, we touch each other. Aww. We say like we do the E, which is education. We talk about what we learned that day. And then we talk about what we appreciate about each other. That's the A.
Every day?
Every night, yeah. And then we talk our metrics, like if we have any like things like I'm like, hey, like, you like took the car out and then like I had to take the car out and you didn't fill the gas up all the way or like you left it on empty, like that upset me. We talk about anything like that. Aww. And then we do end with another appreciation. He's just like,
wait, I want to do that with my boyfriend.
It's so great. It's such a good way to check in, also because it has the metric in there. You don't harbor any resentment. You just like talk about it each night, and because it's sandwiched with an appreciation, it's like a very loving thing too.
So cute. Yeah. So like, what do you guys fight about? Because I'm in this like mode right now where because this is my first adult relationship that I'm in. Yeah. And we've been together for like almost 4 years. We also started dating in 2020.
Yeah.
Around Biden being elected.
Wow. Wow. So beautiful.
Oh, so beautiful.
You've done one term together.
Yeah,
we did one
term. And so we don't fight really ever, but the one thing that we do fight that is like kind of a consistent thing is about chores.
Wow.
And and so that kind of like got me thinking like, what do other couples fight? And I've like asked my friends, like I FaceTime all of them that were in like are either married or been in their relationships for a while, and it's all so different. Like some are like we fight about finances, we fight about our families, or we fight about chores too, or they fight about like ethics.
Yeah, luckily we don't fight about ethics. I don't know if I'd be with him if we were like not on the same page.
Yeah.
But with chores, do you fight about it? Like, are you the one who does the chores, basically?
No, he does.
He does.
I am the epitome of a fucking disgusting husband that doesn't clean up after themselves. And like he is the wife where he like he loves to cook. He's the one that like clean. Like I have ADHD, so I'm just a little like messier. And him, he needs to be diagnosed with OCD. Like I'm not even like, because he gets like anxious if it's like messy, and that's why I have my own studio and room, because it was our agreement so I could have my own mess in here.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Well, kind of, because all of this would drive him crazy.
You should see my apartment. 2 people with ADHD living together.
Oh shit. Okay, so you get it ish.
But so how do you guys like compromise?
We're still figuring that out.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, it's hard.
But I think right now what we're just trying to work on is that, I'm just trying to do better.
Yeah.
And I also just have to communicate with him, because I feel like it gets even messier when I've had a busy day, you know what I mean? So I think he comes home from work and maybe doesn't know that that's what's happening. And then on his end, he needs to practice patience.
Yeah.
It's
compromise. So, do you guys do couples therapy?
No, but we need to.
I really want. I'm trying to find a place, but of course it's like $1 billion. Like,
I'm
like, cool. I'll just like find some YouTube there, some girl therapy.
Right. I was like, let's just talk about it on the pod, and maybe someone out there will give us some advice.
Yeah. DM me if you're a therapist.
Right. DM me.
No, our main fight is mental load stuff. So not like, because we both have ADHD, so the chores, unfortunately, neither of us care about. So we are living in squalor. Eventually, one of us like caves, and we'll like literally like hire a cleaner to come, because like at that point it's so bad that like we don't even know how to handle this anymore. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's an issue, but unfortunately we're both okay with it. So.
That's the thing. It's like you're both like, well, we're fine with living in our mess.
Yeah, so literally. We don't have a dishwasher, so it's just like,
oh, see, that's a thing.
Yeah,
because our other place did have a dishwasher, and this one does, and it honestly, like, a dishwasher changes everything.
Yeah. I feel like I would feel like a functioning human if I had a dishwasher.
So maybe next place.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Because it will help.
But our main fight is mental load stuff. Like, I get very upset because I feel like I'm like, quote unquote, his assistant. Like, that's what I call it. Not on purpose, but he gets so in his own head, and I'm the one who remembers to do things. So like, if we have flights for a wedding, like I'm the one who books them. If we have, his mom asked him a question, I'm the one who reminds him to answer it. With the wedding, I'm the one like doing all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's like tough, especially planning a wedding and both have ADHD.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The wedding's gonna be like, hopefully there's invites. Hopefully like we remember
hopefully that. There's a wedding.
Yeah. We're gonna get there and be like, oh, there's no food. We forgot about the flowers. That. Yeah.
You're like, I forgot the date. Fuck, I missed it.
Yeah, literally. But no, so that's something that I've really has been a struggle for us, for sure. And I talk to my therapist a lot about it.
Yeah.
And so I like talk to him about it with the tools that my therapist gave me of like making it I statements, being like, I feel so like much like I'm drowning right now. It would be so helpful, if you could take some of this off my, hands.
Right.
And it has helped. He's like started to finally get it. It took a while, because I do think some of these boys, their moms did a lot for them when they grew up. And then they kind of just got used.
I got lucky with someone who is like, even though like he's a mama's boy, but thank God for Melanie. She did a great job.
That is amazing. I think sometimes moms need to realize like the way they're raising their sons is like how they're going to be with their wife.
For sure.
If you make your son's dentist appointments, then he's not going to fucking know how to do that.
Wow, does he not know how to do that?
No, he doesn't. He's functioning in that way.
Okay. But just like an example,
Yeah, like he just doesn't, things have kind of always worked out for him. Like I feel like he's someone who'd be like, wow, like we never have to worry about like, replacing the trash bags because there's always trash bags. Like we've never run out, but it's like, no, like I've been replacing them. Yeah. Like, like he just doesn't think through those kind of things. And like, especially with the apartment, if like we're getting low on something, I'll be like, if you notice we're getting low on something, like,
go buy it.
Get it. Yeah, like, get it.
Yeah.
Don't wait till after. And then be like, oh, we need this. I'm like, do we? Like, you know, so that's our biggest fight. But he's luckily, like, just communicating with him and expressing how much of a mental load it's taking on me and how, like, I feel like I can't handle it. He's really stepped up and been like, okay, like, I finally get it now. It's not just me that I'm looking after. It's you, me, and the dog now. He's like, we have this little family. Like, I can't, my actions affect everyone. They don't just affect him.
Yeah, that's what I say about, like, being in relationships. You realize your every move and every decision impacts everyone, like impacts this other person
totally,
and it's crazy,
and that's what you're signing up for, you know. Like, that's, so if you're not on board for that, it's like you have to meet in the middle
for sure
and try to make your partner's life easier, not at the expense of your own, like, mental health and stuff. But this was something he could, you know, he could book a few flights and I'd feel better. You know.
Wait, so when did he propose?
He proposed. Sorry, I feel like, am I having so much ADHD? Is this episode horrible?
I'm listening.
Okay.
Oh my God, that episode's great.
Okay,
oh my God.
I'm like just got so self-conscious.
No,
I'm like, wait, I've been
because I was just
so
genuinely listening.
No,
I was tuned in.
And I hope I'm not too all over the place.
No, you're
okay. Oh my God, I'm like,
don't even worry. Don't even think about it.
Okay.
Because if anything's weird, I'll cut it out.
Okay, amazing. So he proposed. Love editing.
Yeah.
He proposed in June. So we had been together for like 2.5 years at that point.
Yeah.
And so it's almost been a year since he proposed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so we had talked about it beforehand. You know, we had lived together basically after a year of dating. When did you guys move in?
About like a year and a half.
Yeah. It made sense. Like,
I think about a year and a half, I think, is a good time.
Totally.
Because you already, the first year is like you have the honeymoon phase and you really are like, okay, you establish if you really like a person.
Totally.
And then you're like, okay, next phase.
Yeah.
Live together. And that's when
the real test.
That's the real fucking test, because it's past honeymoon.
100%.
And it should be past honeymoon, because I feel like, because now you really see each other's true colors.
100%. Yeah. So then we lived together. We've seen each other through like ups and downs, you know, like like I was telling you earlier, I quit a job because it was so toxic. Like, he saw me through that. He saw me through, like, I had a lot of hair loss after COVID, and I was just like a nightmare of a human because I was crying all the time and thought I looked like Dobby. And so there was just like, living together was really great. You're like, this is my partner. And so basically after 2 years together, we're just like, are we going to do this? You know, I was like, I'm ready. He was ready. And
how old are you guys?
I'm 30. He's 30. He turns 36 in 2 days.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So the Gemini. Yeah.
Yeah. My boyfriend's also turning 36. I think,
really?
This year.
How old are you?
33.
Yeah. So it's
30 gay.
30 gay. I do feel like it's like, like I was approaching 30. Not that 30 felt like pressure, but 30 feels to me like I feel comfortable in myself.
Yeah. Like it's still like there's still insecurities.
Yeah.
But you at least know yourself more. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say easier to deal with the insecurities, but it doesn't feel as, I don't know.
No, I get it.
Doesn't feel as like catastrophic.
Yeah, when something goes bad, you're like, well, I know myself.
Right. You're like, I've been through fucking ABC cheese, you know?
Totally. Cheese.
ABC cheese.
Cheese for rats.
For rats.
For the rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And so like when I was approaching 30, I was like, I feel really comfortable with myself. I feel like I'm ready for this. And so we chatted about it, and then about 6 months later, he proposed at the lake where we're getting married.
Stop! That is so romantic. That's like very like all American.
Yeah, we are. We're like
it's very like
there's hay bales.
There's like it's very like Nicholas Sparks. Like you know what I mean? It's where you met in the big city, but you go in the small town to like love and get married.
Totally.
Oh my God, I love it. It's a good movie.
No, thank you. Maybe one day we'll write that.
Yeah, and you're a writer, so there you go.
Someone buy it.
Right.
I'm I'm open to option.
Have you guys ever lived with a significant other before, or is it the first time
he had?
Oh, okay.
His old girlfriend before me,
and she never like taught him like, hey, get the.
I think she probably did, but it like wasn't the right person. It is that thing that's interesting because do you hear that people be like, that was not words. Do you hear that people be like?
I understood.
Thank you. Do you hear when like people are pressuring their boyfriend or whatever because they want to get married, and then like the next girl they get married with like so fast? I do think there is some truth in the fact if someone's resisting so hard,
it's because it's not the right person.
It's because it's not the right person.
I honestly guarantee for sure, because I feel like I always said I was like Good Luck Chuck, like that movie.
Yeah,
where every person,
when Dane Cook was hot.
Yeah, when.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But every guy that I dated, like after me, they would always end up in like a serious relationship or like the person they end up marrying or having kids with. And I was always like the last chick they would like fuck around with, or they fucked around during side chick problems. But I didn't know.
Justice for side chicks.
Justice for side chicks. I didn't know though. So, but yeah. So it's a thing.
No, it really is. Yeah. And she seems like she was like the loveliest person, from everything I heard. It's just like when two people don't match up, they don't quite match up. And so it is really like when you ever
like lurk her Instagram?
Always. That's like my full-time job is lurking on people's Instagrams.
Like, is she like married? Is she jealous?
I don't think she is. I think she's like living her life. Like just like she doesn't live in LA anymore. I think she's just like beautifully like out on the town, like living her life. And I just think it was like when two people just aren't meant to be together. Yeah. Like I think she's thriving too, and that's just really.
Does he know that you lurk her?
Oh yeah, because I have for a while I had an account dedicated to lurking.
Oh, like you all have a Finsta.
Yeah, and so I lurked like not just her, but like anyone who's ever dated. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm still lurking girls from. Like old guys I was talking to, like the girls.
You have to keep tabs. Especially
I have to keep tabs.
Created this parasocial relationship.
I kind of fell in love with them, these women seem like really great. I would get along with them.
Right. Because you have the same taste in men. Yeah. So you have obviously the same taste in things.
So when I see them like get engaged and stuff, I want to comment. Hey girl, you have no clue who I am. I've been stalking you for 10 years. Yeah. We dated the same guy in college for like 2 seconds. Yeah. Ever since you've been on my, rotation of people I stalk, and I'm so happy for you.
I love that. That's so funny.
I do think there should be a way to meet girlfriends that way.
Oh, honestly, it might be controversial that I'm saying this on the pod, but I know my ex's girl stalks me, and I know she listens to the show. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Because she weirdly commented on like an old episode and it had her name on there. So I was like, girl. And what she said was kind of like a little shade. And then I saw on LinkedIn that she looked at my profile.
That LinkedIn is not safe.
Don't
stalk on LinkedIn.
I have before because sometimes I have no shame.
Yeah, sometimes it's the only place you can find them.
Yeah,
because they're such a professional. Their Instagram's private.
Literally, right? You're just like, I will just give it all. I don't even care. So it's fine. Because girl, I would stalk me too. It's fine. If I was, dating him. But yeah, so I know homegirl stalks me because she looks and this was like
would you want to be friends with her?
You know what? I don't think I want to be friends with her, but I would love to have a conversation.
Yeah. Like from a loving place, you think? Like, would you come at it lovingly or no, is this the girl that kind of fucked you over?
No, so
the guy fucked you over.
The guy fucked, not her, because she's doing her own thing. Yeah. So I don't have no harsh feelings for her at all. But clearly it's like, I don't know, because I feel like maybe I shouldn't talk to her because maybe it's better that she doesn't know certain things and that she kind of believes the things that he tells her.
She has a clean slate about him, basically, which is generous.
Well, I wouldn't say a clean slate, but it's more so it's a guy that cheated on me that I talked about in that episode. But the thing is, though, we never had sex. That's one thing, actually. We never had sex. And I know that he's definitely told her, and I'm sure is like, it wasn't like a real relationship. So we had sex, So I think he like kind of dumbs down the relationship that we had. But I'm like, no matter what title we had, girl, There was a lot of love and connection there.
Totally.
So, and we've done a lot of things.
Boys love to be like, I love you, and then be like, that meant nothing.
Right. And I'm just like, no, that meant something.
Yeah.
Like, even if that meant something to you back then and means nothing to you now, it still meant something to you back then.
100%.
And I think it took me a while to like kind of accept that, because I was like very confused on like what I thought love was.
Yeah.
And I think about what love, I think that we could interpret love in the way that we want to. That makes sense to us. That makes us feel good. And I think it's okay to be like, I once loved this person, but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But I think it's when it's, I don't like when people are like, but I never loved them, unless you really just never loved them.
Right.
But I could tell that he did.
Yeah.
He generally did. And so, but just because you love someone doesn't mean that's the person you're supposed to like have a partnership with or have a family with or, you know, like continue life with. And I think that he was perfect for me back then.
Yeah.
You know, but not who I am now and vice versa.
Right.
So I think he kind of just, and maybe to make her feel good, I'm sure too, because I'm sure he cares about the relationship she has with her. Just be like, God, it didn't mean that much, you know, but my girl.
You're like, I know what he was saying to me.
Yeah, I was like, I lived that experience with him. So, but it's okay.
That is like, if they break up, I would like for her to reach out to you and be like, hey, like now let's like talk this shit. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so that's why it's like
very serious.
If they didn't have a kid or whatever. I think they were supposed to get married. I don't know if they did. So I don't know what's going on over there. So girl, I wish y'all had a podcast so I could listen.
Yeah. Right? Oh my God.
Sometimes, don't you ever just wish like certain people had a podcast? Because you're like, I want you to spill the tea and I want to like tune in.
100%. All the girls from like college that I still stalk. I'm like, what's going on over there? What are you up to?
What are you up to? I wish all my ex-boyfriends had a podcast. I would listen to all of them.
But they would be so masturbatory.
They'd be rude. It probably hurt my feelings.
Well, I just think that like guys love to hear themselves talk so much, so they'd probably talk about like such boring things.
Oh,
and
for
then
sure.
like be like, this is the sickest podcast ever.
Oh,
you know what's scary is like, do you ever see your boyfriend's For You page? And you think, we have different senses of humor.
Oh
like,
my God.
What you think is funny is not funny.
He was actually showing, literally today, my boyfriend was showing me his Explore page. And it was just like so perfectly for him because it was like sports, food, girl with big titties, rap, sports, food, girl with big titties, cats. You know, and it was just like, whoa. I was like, this is literally you.
In your mind.
In his mind.
Jesse's is like all dick jokes. Like guys, you know, like.
Yeah, sometimes I hate male humor.
Yeah. And it's made me realize like, oh, we're different species. Like, like the things you think are funny are very different than what I think are funny.
I think my boyfriend has like a good, like girly sense of humor.
That's good. He's a baby girl.
Yeah. Well, because he's worked in social media.
Oh, yeah.
So he's had to like learn how to talk like a Gen Z girl.
Yeah, he has internet talk.
So he has so he's like chronically online like the rest of us. So I think he like gets that kind of humor. So it's fine. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because I know like, you know, some friends' husbands that are like, they just have, you know, or just men. Yeah. They're just like, whoa, that was like very just male humor.
Yeah,
like
I'm not laughing at all. Like
nothing about this was witty.
Yeah. Like Jesse and I watch Bravo together. So he has male humor, but also like you said,
like, with the girls.
Yeah, he's a girl's girl. But so in like one of the guys on Bravo like got in bed with other guys. He's like, I hope I don't get hard. And Jesse was like, I was like, what? That wasn't even a joke.
That wasn't even.
Yeah. I was like, what are we?
Just because he mentioned his penis.
All I have to do is mention my penis. Yeah, I mean, I don't have one, but you know what I mean. Like, and then it's like crowd dies laughing.
They're like, oh, he said dick.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like what we do, right?
That's true. I love talking about pussies. I love talking about vaginas.
But I'm not laughing because they're like, oh my God, like they're like, lick my pussy. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like, ha!
It's not an automatic laugh.
Right. No.
You know,
it's not a joke. It's like I take it seriously.
Yeah, I take licking pussy very seriously.
I'm like, how do you do it? You know?
Yeah, tell me. Have you ever licked anyone's pussy?
No, I wish. I like want to enter like my bisexual era. And like,
cool.
girls like scare me.
I went on a few dates with girls, and
are you bisexual?
Yeah, like I never hooked up with a girl, and that's like my biggest like regret in my life, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we'll eventually,
I think it will happen.
Yeah,
eventually.
I think it will happen.
Like, I feel like I've been trying to like hook up with a girl for years, and I remember, but a guy always somehow fucking swoops in and just and I fall in love with him.
Fucking damn it, yeah.
Right, I'm like, I was really trying to be lesbian for a minute.
Yeah,
like, you fucked this up, because there's been times where I've like changed my Tinder or like changed my whatever app I was on to like girls, whatever. But it always felt weird because I just was like, I don't know how to do this.
No, I'm very intimidated. Like you're saying, like to get rejected by a female is like once I got like stood up by someone who was a woman. Yeah. And that was like the worst pain of my life because I'm like, a man, I can be like, he's stupid. Like, he's an idiot. But like a female, I'm like I care about what you think about
You're
me.
Like, you thought about this through and through. Totally. There's a reason why you did it versus men were just careless.
100%. So I get that. I'm very intimidated.
Because girls are like judgy.
Yeah.
So you're like, something happened and they're judging me for it.
100%.
Or maybe that's just me projecting.
No, I think that I definitely probably said something insane, and like I thought that it was hilarious.
But
she was
I wish, but I don't know. I'm just like, I'm hoping for a day where I'm just like, at a sex party or like drunk on an island.
That's what I'm hoping for a honeymoon.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you guys like non-monog?
No, but like, so like, I'm hoping that, like, because I want to have a threesome.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Never.
Me too.
I know.
Okay. I love, because I feel like we talk about sex, people assume we've done it all.
Totally.
And everyone else has. The twins fucking fucked everything. Sorry.
Good for them.
But they've like done it all.
I'm so proud of them.
And all like my other friends, sex content experts, they've all done it. So I like that I've met a fellow person. It's like, yeah, I haven't done it either.
No.
Okay, I feel good.
No,
I feel seen.
I think I want, I'm glad I could make you feel seen for lack of
especially
pussy
in LA,
because
everyone's had a threesome in LA.
You know what I think though? I think threesomes are something that sounds a lot better in your head, and then you like get to it. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a fancy LA like pasta spot or whatever. Like it's not that good because they don't use a lot of cheese because it's like healthy, like
that's true. Like, but I'm like a cuck. Like even if like I'm not getting,
watch.
I want to watch. So even if I'm not like getting as much play, that's fine.
Yeah,
as long as I just like watch.
I think I want my fiance to be the cuck. Like
you want him to watch you?
Yes,
okay.
I'm like hooking up with the girl. So the only way my anxious attachment, my jealousy could handle us like inviting a girl into the bedroom like one time, because that's all I can handle. You know what I mean? Like I know myself. Is if it's in a foreign country where I will never run into this person again. So preferably they don't speak English. Right. There's like
there's no connection.
There's no connection.
But then you're gonna follow her on Instagram and stalk her for years and have a parasocial relationship with her.
100%. God damn it. I'll probably fall in love with them before Jesse does. Yeah. And so I think that like we're going to Greece for a honeymoon. Oh my God. I'm like, what a cute little like fun thing we could do.
Goddess.
Yeah. If maybe it works out for us in that way. Who knows? We'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm like manifesting that for you.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I feel like we're at such a comfortable place in our relationship now because I'm very anxiously attached that I finally found someone I can become secure with,
Okay, because I was going to say, like, do you feel secure with him, like, or anything? Okay, cool.
100%.
That's how I am, too, because I think that I'm more so anxious attached. But with Brian, I'm just like, that's fine.
Yeah. In the beginning, I was insecure, and to be fair, it was a situationship in the beginning, but, like, then it became a relationship, and I was still insecure, like...
That's true.
But then you just like build a life with someone, and you're like,
I trust you. You're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
And if you do, we're gonna do it together.
Yeah, literally. Like I'll go there too. Okay. Right. Yeah, sure.
I'm tagging along.
Yeah. But so I do feel secure enough, and like, because I do think when I was anxious, if I saw someone hook up with Jesse, like I would mace them. You know what I mean? Like, but now I feel secure enough to be like, okay, like.
You're like, you can do it.
We're all in this together. And it's like beautiful.
Maybe just like a slow thing. It doesn't have to be like, obviously he's like pounding her.
Right. No,
like,
I think it would be no penetration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would be my rule.
I want like I want to see like a girl with like her titties in his face, like riding him.
I would like that for him. He's a real big boob man. And I don't have boobs, as you've literally seen. So I would like that too. Like to invite a big boobed beautiful woman into the
into the mix.
Into the mix.
Yeah.
Just for a night.
Yeah.
We're
Just
not
for one
looking
night.
for an open relationship, non-monogamy.
Do you think that you would ever though?
I couldn't. I don't think I could.
It's not, okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I could do. I don't think I could do poly.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have like him have a girlfriend, have like a separate whatever.
Right.
But just like sex with other people, I think would be fine. Like I definitely fantasize about him like just going off on a date. Basically. I could do open, but not because I kind of use the jealousy as like a way to turn me on.
Oh wow.
But I'm not like I don't really get like jealous like that. Like I don't really no, it just like turns me on. But yeah, I don't really.
I think I have such a ravishing kink that like, like if someone else were being ravished and not me, it would be hard for me to get turned on. Like that's a part of it too.
Okay.
Outside like jealousy, like no, I want to be the most wanted one there. So that's why
okay,
it's like,
you like the praise.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if like there was another person who was like all into me,
yeah.
hell yeah.
I like to be treated like shit.
Wow. No, but like sometimes I like being called a whore and stuff. Like
yeah.
It's fun.
It is. And I think I love like bad boys. Yeah. And my boyfriend's like not a bad boy. Yeah. So I think, and I don't want to end up with a bad boy.
Right.
So it's
but
just
a little cosplay.
Right, but I use it as like a kink now.
Yeah.
So I think that's why him to like cheat on me or cheat on me, whatever. Quote unquote cheat on me, not actually cheat on me.
Yeah.
Then I will mace the bitch.
Yeah.
Or him, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, girl's girl. No, I'll mace both of them.
Yeah. Like they're both going down.
Mm-hmm. No, but I like being degraded too. But I think I like being degraded, but like the most degraded. You know what I mean? Like either way, I want all the attention on me.
Right.
I don't want it split.
Okay, you're like only degrade me and no one else.
Right.
But like still praise me while you.
Right. Call me a slut,
like
but I'm like
a pretty slut.
You're slut queen. Yeah.
You're slut queen.
Yeah.
The best slut you've ever had.
The sluttiest slut you've ever seen. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, well, we need to do this again.
Yeah, I would love that.
And just, I think, imagine us and the twins. That might be really chaotic,
Oh
but that'd be so fun.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun.
Comment below if you guys want that. A threesome with the like 3 podcasts.
Wow.
Well, like triple team.
Or
I know I can't. I'm all trying to be funny. I'm like triple team, but
oh my God.
Or like I don't know. I can't think of it. I'm all trying to be clever and it's not
like
working.
Trying to throuple. I mean,
like broke rats
teamed.
Broke rats teamed.
Broke
double rats.
Wow.
There we go. Gorgeous. I like broke double rats.
That really rolls off the tongue.
That really does.
Yeah.
There we go. Broke double rats. Anyways, where can people find you?
They can find Rat Girls wherever they get their podcast and vibeslut everywhere else on the socials.
Yeah.
Except for TikTok because they don't like the sluts.
Yeah, no.
I'm
TikTok
Abigail Jensen underscore there. Yeah.
But that I've given up.
No, I'm not vibeslut there.
What are you on?
Abigail Jensen underscore.
Abigail Jensen underscore. You're like, let's keep it generic.
Yeah, they do not support the sluts.
No. They do not. Like, you have to censor everything. Yeah. And even then, even when it's like censored, they're just like, nope.
Yeah, we took this down. Free the sluts.
Free the sluts, for real.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, please come over anytime.
I
feel like our boyfriends would get along.
We should do a double date.
Let's do it.
I would love that.
Double date, double rats date. Anyways, follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to Broco Therapy. I'm gonna look at the camera as if it's still recording. Or brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. Bye.
Bye.
Broke girl therapy.